This is it. Welcome back to the channel. We are back in the podcast studio with Zach and Joe. Thanks for coming back.
What's going on?
What's up, guys?
And we're actually going to cover a bit more on unpopular opinions because you guys liked that topic. We're going to do a little bit of it, and then we're actually going to continue on to the unintentional compliments / kind gestures, which we didn't include last time. So, quick, get the ball rolling. Unpopular opinion, car logos. Trash.
Agreeable.
Majority, sorry.
Yeah.
Not all, but majority of car logos, not it.
Well, as we we're just saying, like, there's so many crappy brands, and their logos just look cheap and ugly.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? You brought that one up now that I'm thinking about it. Have you seen Kia redesign theirs?
Yeah.
And
I love
people
it.
thought it said KN instead now because the I is attached to an A.
Oh, no, I did not know.
So the
that.
redesign logo just looks like it says KN.
Mind you, I reckon the Kia logo is rebranding done right.
You reckon?
Which one?
Kia.
Oh,
'Cause it looks
yeah.
more
I
modern.
didn't like the one before.
Or was it just like a circle with Kia?
Yeah. Like
Like Ford, but Japanese version.
Yeah.
Korean.
Ford, like the logo, not it. Holden, not it.
Mm.
Toyota.
Well,
I'm not the
Holden's like
biggest fan.
non-existent anymore, basically.
Oh, it shouldn't be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking delete them all, I reckon.
Haval. It's not even a logo. It's just
Oh,
letters.
that one. That's just the word, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
Actually, no, they do have a logo. It's like this weird slanted L in a circle, like Ford, except not a Ford logo.
I reckon Lexus is pretty nice.
Yeah. It's fancy.
Very plain though.
Yeah.
Like very.
It's just
Yeah.
an up-rated Toyota at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
All the ones that look good are like your exotic cars, your
Yeah.
Italian cars. They do it right.
Yeah. Yeah. Nissan, like just so boring.
What's this?
It's very iconic, but I get what you mean. It is boring.
Nissan's just.
I can't even think what it looks like. What the
This in
hell?
itself is boring, but then you look at all of their sub-models and their branding.
that's not it.
That's the new brand. Like, they've rebranded themselves. Same with Volkswagen. They rebranded themselves around the same time.
Have you noticed when they do rebrand though, they all have the same sort of idea. They just make everything more simple and smooth and
Yeah.
futuristic looking.
'Cause that's the way the whole market's going.
Yeah, it ain't it. It's nothing special.
I
is
don't want a circle on the front of my car. That's why I hate my car.
Joe's like, damn it!
Fuck, I got four of them. Shit.
They're all connected.
Mind you, Audi reminds me of the Olympic.
Yeah,
Circles.
I actually used to think it was Olympic car brand. I had any knowledge about cars back in the day. And I
that's
literally
funny.
thought Audi was the Olympic car brand for cars.
That would be cool though. That would be cool.
It actually would be.
I'm gonna change the badges on my car so it has the Olympic colours in
Yeah,
each ring.
color, spray paint them.
Do that. That'd be
That
fucking
actually
awesome.
next level. That would
That
be
looks so
really cool.
stupid.
Good. Great.
And so obviously you guys are the topics relate to you guys because of cars, and I want to relate this one to the gym. Unpopular opinion: get someone who you aspire to be like as your PT, rather than anyone, any PT.
I actually agree.
Again, like it's an opinion only, but when I recommend to people, get someone who you want to look like, because obviously you can replicate what they do already.
Yeah.
Then it comes to like genetics and workout regime, stuff like that. But I'm not going to go to personally. I'm not going to go to a PT who does boxing
Yeah.
or something like that.
I
Because
feel like that's a very like natural thing though. When like I've never used a PT before,
Yeah.
but like when I'm in the gym and I see all the PTs, I'm more naturally inclined, if I were to get one, to go for the ones that.
That have massive bundas.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I'll leave it there.
Just the ones that are on everything.
No, but the ones that are like absolute rigs, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I want to look like. Of course, I'm
Yeah.
going to go for them instead of the guy that's like, yeah, average looking guy. I'm sure he knows what he's talking about, but
you would be surprised by how many people don't consider that though.
really?
They think about you're honestly you're the first person I've spoken to that has said that.
Fair enough.
But again, like
What do people look at then when they're getting a PT?
Like,
their credentials, their
Yeah,
experience?
credentials. Yeah.
Well, that's the only thing that gets
Qualifications.
written. Yeah.
I've never looked at that.
Yeah.
I look at their body. I'm like,
Like,
hold up,
are
wait.
you slim, thick? Are you
Wait,
wide?
pause,
Are you
pause.
athletic looking?
I look at the rig.
Yeah. Well, on that, I was thinking the other day, I was going for a run shirtless and
Oh, okay.
I was really feeling myself. And, you know, as you do, even if you're at the beach, like you look at the cars that drove past you, oh, they're looking at me. Am I looking right good? You know, real good?
Yeah.
This is applicable for a guy only, because for girls, everyone looks. Girls look, guys look, whatever. Guys only. I've come to a conclusion, if a guy looks at you, like very obviously, that's considered you having a decent body. Because girls, I feel like are very like, no, it's good etiquette not to
You
make sure that
can't.
he doesn't know that I'm looking at
Yeah.
him. They're very secretive with it.
I feel like it's 50-50.
No.
Yeah.
What?
I've had it.
Okay. Well,
I
we're all
always get girls looking at me.
not all of
it's
us
just
are
like-
7 foot tall.
It's probably the only thing I've got going for me though. It's just like if you're tall, you do get eyes.
Yeah,
But even I've seen like when we're at the gym, only because you never wear your glasses and you can't see if people are looking at you. I'm like, bro, that chick was actually watching you work out. And you're like, really? Who? And I'm like, that chick. And you're like, I still can't see them.
Yeah, but maybe they'll only do it when I can't tell they're looking.
Yeah,
Like maybe I'm
probably.
the same with girls in
Yeah.
the gym. I'm not going to stare at them while they can see
Yeah,
me.
you can't see them.
I wear my glasses now. I
I
can.
know, yeah, that's true. You have been.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know like what you're saying is
Yeah.
true. Like some girls aren't gonna look and purposely not look, but there's some others that are just like they'll stare at you, bro, while you're working out.
Yeah, I can't relate. What were your unpopular opinions that you had?
I'll go through a few. Actually, this is a really big personal one. Eating pies, but in a specific order. So if I'm eating a pie, my opinion is cutting the top off, flipping it open, sauce on the top, sauce on the pie. Eat the top, then eat the meat, then put more sauce in the pastry, and finish the pastry.
Look, that is a goated approach to it.
I've done that since I was like 4.
Are you saying you eat
Really?
the top of the pie, like the pastry by itself?
Yeah, so I cut it off.
Like a lid.
Yeah, so cut the lid off, eat the lid with sauce, then you put more sauce in the pie, eat the meat out of the pie with the sauce, and then put more sauce in there. Not heap.
I feel like I did that as a child, but like,
I still do it.
okay. No
20 years
judgment.
later, I'm still doing the same thing.
Yeah, mind you, I don't eat a lot of pies anymore. But when I did,
Yeah.
I only learned that like a few years ago. Yeah, and it's a nice way of eating it. It's not too hot.
What?
Yeah, cool it down.
What if you get a shepherd's pie?
I
Are
literally.
you eating the potato by itself? You fucking monster.
I literally don't buy pies while I'm out unless I have to. Potato.
Odd.
Oh,
Odd.
yeah, I got heaps though. I mean, that's just the way I eat pies. Vegemite on toast and nowhere
All
else.
these food related things.
Yeah. You're speaking my language.
Yeah, I know.
Onion rings suck. Avocado is a shit fruit.
I love avo.
And it doesn't belong on any breakfast foods. What did you say about Vegemite?
Vegemite only belongs on toast.
Have you ever tried it on apples?
Oh,
This isn't an
what?
unpopular opinion, but this just came to mind. My mum introduced me to this. She would always just have like apples and spread a little bit of Vegemite on it.
Jeez.
I was like, that is so fucking weird. And I tried it. I'm like, you know what? That's not bad.
Mrs. Ranasine, what are you doing?
It's just sweet and salty. I don't know.
I mean, I
try
can
it.
understand it. All the flavors and like hits your tongue.
It seems odd, but don't knock it till you try it. It's
I've got a similar thing with like KFC spicy chicken. Dipping it in Nutella.
What the hell are these?
Yeah.
Amazing. Same thing.
Is this
you
what I
can't
sound
pump it
like?
until you try it, but it is sensational. Because if you go and have like chicken waffles,
Wait,
it's
what,
the same
what did you
principle.
say?
Spicy KFC chicken.
Yeah, in
Nutella.
see, I just think the chicken by itself delicious, Nutella by itself delicious. So like
Add
it's
it
inevitable.
together.
Wow.
Unreal.
pass.
Maybe that. Well, I don't know. Let us know. Does that need to be a topic discussed? Weird food combinations. 'Cause- oh my god.
Oh. Yeah, unpopular opinion. Apple Music is better than Spotify.
Yeah, fuck.
That's a personal opinion, not an unpopular opinion.
No one else agrees with that. That is
Oh,
just
man.
you.
Fuck. Oh. What else we got? PCs are better than Mac.
Now, are these personal opinions or unpopular opinions?
This is an unpopular. I looked it
You
up.
reckon?
Yeah, because I love Mac. but it's a very controversial topic because there's like a full-blown cult following for both.
I feel like unless you're in a field where like you have to use a computer a lot, whether it's like editing or I don't know, whatever you use a computer for in depth, I feel like people prefer PC for that. But like if you're just like the average person that needs a computer, whether it's study or just like light work, Mac's just like nicer
Mac
to
Air or
use.
something.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Adding milk to tea.
I don't drink tea, so I'm out of this one.
What do you mean?
The original way to drink tea is to obviously dip it in your water, let it sit and whatever, and drink it.
So you think you should or shouldn't add milk?
Should definitely not add milk to tea.
You shouldn't.
No.
Really?
That's just me personally because I don't like drinking milk.
The other way around though, like people add milk and add a hell of a lot of milk till it's like white tea. Then that's weird.
Yeah.
I add milk, but it's just like boop, and then so it's just not black, but
That's just
brown.
spicy milk.
Yeah.
It just becomes this weird concoction to drink.
Yeah, I guess.
Before we move on to unintentional compliments, is there any last unpopular opinions that you need the world to know?
Yeah, people pay too much attention to other people's business. I feel like that's an unpopular opinion.
That's very interesting. What do you mean by that?
So
Too
let's-
nosy?
Yeah, to an extent. I feel like it can go both ways. People are like, no, I deserve to be, but other people are like, I don't need to know. I feel like it's a very,
I'm speechless with that one. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm
it
a
is
bit
one of those
zoned
topics you're
out.
just like, I don't know. Because either you do it and you try and be involved in a lot of people's business. Like there's some very high, wealthy, I guess, people in Perth. And there's a lot of people that want to get into that little group and want to know what's going on. And I feel like that's just not needed. It's like, don't try and compete with other people's business and money and wealth and stuff when you can't.
I think this is learnt through experience as well.
Yeah.
I feel like, speaking for myself, you are a lot more experienced than I am with having an own business,
Yeah.
and so you would have learnt this and experienced this aspect from people more than I have,
Yeah.
which is a very, very valuable point of you bringing it up. Like I don't have my own business. YouTube is not a business for me yet.
Yeah.
Whereas in your instances, you know, you may have people. Yeah, well, you would have experienced that through your business.
Oh, definitely. Like I still experience it. Week by week, people want to know what's going on. People want me to do plenty of things and want to know what's going on. And it's like, bro, just stay in your lane. I'm not trying to, like, I would love to be in other people's lanes at the same time. Like, I want to be, I'm sure everyone wants to be in a certain lane and have a lot of money and do a lot of nice things. But at the same time, it's almost disrespectful to that person, no matter if it's like you're doing YouTube and that. Like, it'd be so annoying to have someone come up into your DMs and just want to know, like, what video's coming this week? Can I be in it? It would get really frustrating to that point.
Yeah. Look, in all honesty, like dead ass, my honest response to that is, unfortunately, I have quite the opposite, where I
That's
don't
good.
have people. No, like I don't have anyone ask to be in the videos or want to know what's next. So I'm on the actual opposite side of the field
You kinda
where
want it.
I want
Okay.
the attention.
Yeah.
But you know, that's the next question: is there a line?
Definitely, there is a line, because even I've learnt that back when I was a bit younger. And you see, for me, like, cars are big. For Joe, cars probably a big thing for him as well. And when you're young and you're in the car scene, you see all these supercars and modded stuff, and even just the money that comes with these people. You want to be involved, or you want to be involved in their business, not in a business aspect, but within that realm of people. And you learn straight away that they're not going to include you because their money and their connections include the people that are in there for a reason.
Like, what do you have to offer?
Exactly.
Why
And if
should
you're going to
you
be
be involved?
spending all of your money, we don't want to surround someone that's going to waste themselves.
Just
while-
leeching.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 100%. So for me
Leeching,
personally,
that's a good term.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. And they're far out. I know a lot of leeches.
Oh, I
So,
see.
yeah.
Yes. Yep.
That's probably-
I totally get what you mean now.
Yeah, that probably makes more sense now. Like,
They're relying on you to give them success almost.
yeah, pretty
Right.
much. Yeah.
Right.
Where I feel they would think it's fine. Big
Yeah,
time.
that's not cool.
No.
Hence why it's given the
Conclusion.
term leeching. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's such no.
It'd be like me coming on here and you've just gone like, hey guys, I'm like, yeah, what's up? It's now my podcast. Like,
Yeah, in case you guys
that'd be
didn't know, like I have ghost detailing. Like,
Yeah, it'd be the biggest dick move
Like
ever.
the entire time.
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I see. Before we move on to unintentional compliments, something I was meant to bring up at the start of this episode was we all went paintballing. I want us to show the camera, do we have any bruises or anything, any welts from paintballing?
I have one on my lat and on my shoulder. I don't know if it's still there anymore.
Show
I don't
us.
know if it. Oh,
Just lats me
do I need
right
to take off my shirt? Or?
Up to you if you want. Like, if you're not comfortable,
I
you
mean,
don't have
it's
to.
just in an awkward
Show
spot,
us the
that's all.
rig.
I'd have to get up and.
I'll show you mine quickly. I have this one here.
Ooh.
And I don't usually bruise. I don't usually bruise too much, so I was a bit surprised seeing this one. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it with the lighting, but I have a massive bruise here and there. Like I can see. I don't know if you can. There and there. It's like a big circle here and a big circle there. Do you have any?
The only one that's probably noticeable is I look like I have an even more defined tricep. So like,
That's what you want.
you
Oh,
do
there
that.
you go.
Yeah, you
It's
can
popping.
see it like here. Like
Oh, you
that's
got
the-
one there as well.
Yeah, there's another one. Like it's kind of yellowing. It's gone away, but yeah, this one's like, I'm like, I was looking down. I'm like, I've not gone to the gym in a month. I'm definitely not this toned. I was touching. I'm like, oh, it's a welt from paintballing.
I copped it there, and I was like, oh, that hurt.
Mm.
And I've been paintballing since I was like 15. I do not remember it hurting that much.
Oh, this
or like
is not that
bruising that
painful.
much.
The last time I went was way worse. This
Really?
was like light work.
Far out.
This was a nice experience.
None
This-
of them were just like popping on me though. Like all the bruises and stuff that I have are just from the ones that smack me. Like, I didn't get popped on that much.
This is the only one that popped for me. These
Yeah.
ones just flick it off.
Fucking hurt.
Yeah, it did hurt.
That's the
I
weird
feel like
thing.
someone
though.
ditching stones at you.
Yeah.
Especially when someone's going at you and they get you in the same spot multiple times in a row before you're like, hey, I'm done, hey.
That was my favorite part about that
Yeah.
is when they had the duel.
The Mexican
shoot off,
standoff.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, because he just like it would have been close to 10 to 12 shots here and
Yeah.
there, and I don't know how this chick is just copping it in the top of her breast and just. Bah, 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 bah. And I'm
Absorb
like, how are
it.
you not on the floor? Like,
Yeah.
She was an animal.
Built different.
Oh, definitely built
She
different.
was very different.
Yeah, sure.
I think different is a nice term to use for this lady.
Like the video, if you want us to explore more on that, because that's
Oh,
quite a funny story.
That was a very funny
Maybe we
story.
can get Sam in as well to explain his point of view. Unintentional compliments. So I have a birthday theme and a social media theme and then an other, right? So social media, we'll skim through. For a guy only, an unintentional compliment or an unexpected kind gesture is a girl following you first and it not being a fake account.
I almost find it weird.
You find it weird?
Well, yeah. Yeah, I do.
We have very different views on this.
Oh, because like I've got a girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
And I think I've even talked to you about this random people that like message you and they are fake.
Yes.
And then sometimes
yeah.
I'll
Oh,
milk.
yeah.
Like we were talking about it because we both had this same person, so I just
Yeah.
milked it and took the piss out of it by the
Yeah.
end of it. But I've had other like women follow me, and I'm like, why are you following me? This is a bit sus.
Yeah, right.
Because, well, it's not sus when it's the business profile because that's understandable. Generally, they end
Yeah.
up inquiring, right?
Yeah.
But on my personal, I'm like, why are you following me? Like, especially if I haven't met them. If I've met them, I don't care because I ended up knowing you got a boyfriend or whatever. You end up becoming like a nice friend or an acquaintance or whatever. But if I don't know you and you've just followed me, I'm like, why are you following me?
That's interesting because I look at it. I look at it as like I guess it's what I'm trying to go for though with YouTube and expanding is that
Yeah.
I want to grow
You want to grow, yeah.
my network,
Mm.
and so I don't care who likes my page or follows me or subscribes to me. I just appreciate the numbers,
Yeah, yeah.
and I look at it like that.
That extent, I agree as well.
So therefore, I view it as a
Yeah.
compliment, being
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Oh, you like my stuff," and it's unintentional because I didn't know that was going to come.
Yeah. I get what you mean.
know? What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think it's great.
The more the better.
Yeah, it feels good.
Yeah.
It's like you.
It is I get what you mean, though, by it being a compliment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the same with someone liking your post.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to like it, but thanks. Like,
Yeah.
It is
a
slightly different when
unexpected
it's
kind
someone
gesture.
you don't know or you've never met before.
Yeah.
Then it's a bit like, okay, what's going on here? But I still take it as a compliment.
Yeah. I think what I'm trying to portray is like because I don't post very often.
Right.
So, which is bad because I'm trying to grow the profile and whatnot. So at the same time, I'm trying to do what you're doing in growing and expanding and getting as much reach as possible.
Yeah.
But at the same time, because I'm focusing so much on the business platform and trying to grow that, which is working, which I don't care about whoever follows me, but because I've only posted like just in January and didn't post before that until Christmas, there's such a large gap just because how much of the content that I'm trying to put on the other platform doesn't hit my personal for a while.
Right.
So then when I do get these random follows like 30 days after a post, I'm like, why are you following me? Like, it'd be great if it was like a reach, but sometimes you're looking through the profile, there's no mutuals. Sometimes they're the fake accounts, but sometimes they're heaps of mutuals. And I'm like, how have you found me? Like, I just find it interesting. Very, very interesting. But at the same time, I do realize the compliment in it.
Yeah, well, that's why we talk about it. You know, that's why I have a podcast and talk about it, because we have different views on it.
Yeah.
I might add, I think you might disagree with this because of what we spoke about last time, but I sort of see it as an unintentional compliment when someone views my story and they're not following me. So I know we sort of spoke about this last time, how it sort of pissed you off a bit. But at the same time, I sort of see it as a bit of a compliment because you've taken the effort to check my story out when you don't even follow me.
Yeah, that's a good other side of the spectrum to it. Yeah, that's a good point.
It does make me question though, like why?
Yeah, like the reach
What has
factor
made
of it.
you intentionally click on my profile to look at my story? But
Well, speaking of something we spoke about last time, an unintentional compliment, especially with car related, is when people put a hand out for letting them, when people give a recognition for letting them in traffic, or when people you get let in, put a hand up and they acknowledge back.
yep, I love that.
Favorite. I think
vibes.
I'm pretty sure I went on for a good 5
They don't
minutes.
have to do that. They don't have to do that.
Yeah.
It
So
just
it's-
makes your driving experience a lot better, you know?
Yeah.
Because you just like, there's a lot of anger on the roads. So when there's a little bit of kindness, back and forth, bit of mutual kindness, it's wholesome.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is,
it's nice.
definitely. That's a great word, actually.
Yeah.
Very, very wholesome.
The birthday theme is someone knowing you well enough to get you a gift rather than money/gift card.
Yeah.
That's any gift is an unexpected kind gesture in general. And then the step above that I think should get more recognition is good gift givers.
Yeah.
Like that, it makes you feel so like, wow, this person really knows me. Not to disrespect anyone who like isn't like that. It's just more to give props to people who
Yeah,
are
showing
like that.
appreciation
Yeah.
to that.
I think that's like an
I feel like that's more a personality trait. Like if you're creative enough, like I'm not creative at all, and I've like some good friends that I know very well. I still would not know what to get them.
Yeah.
Like unless I really, really tried to put effort in and dig into it. But yeah.
It is harder with guys, and that's a stereotype.
Yeah. I always try and I get told off for buying too many gifts, so I'm like,
nice.
I'm like the opposite. I'll want to get stuff. Like, even for you, I was like, I'm going to like go get him a gift. And he's like, why are you getting him a gift? Just go to paintball, and if you get time to go to the Sunday, because I was trying to get there for Sunday and come have a drink with you. And it was just too flat out, and we had church and other stuff. So I was just like, damn, I was going to buy you a drink. Like, that was my plan, right?
Yeah.
Just come along.
Thank you.
Because that's the way to generally kind of do something. But I was like, I don't even know what to get him. Because usually I just, like, for our group, we all don't do gifts, but regardless, we'll get someone a gift. It's just how I've been brought up. Respectful gesture to come into the house, or birthday or whatever, you always bring them a gift.
Yeah.
And I was just like, man, I wouldn't even know what to get you. I don't want to be that dick that just rocks up with a bottle of alcohol like everyone else.
It's
but
so easy though.
yeah, it is. It's very, very easy. But I'm at the same point of what you were mentioning is being really personable to the person and getting them a gift that does relate to them or just you've thought about it. So it's, I'm like the opposite. I kind of think of too much to get. Like I'm just always thinking about things like for you, I know gym stuff is like
Easy.
bang on. You'd be like, bro, you'd lose your mind. Yeah. So I haven't really known you as long, but even still, I thought of so many little things I could have got. I'm like, maybe I'll get it in a month's time and I'll bring it to a podcast or something. So but I 100% rate that, because when people have done that for me, or I've been involved for doing that for someone else, even if they didn't appreciate it as much, but they've just gone, like they've just felt a bit gobsmacked at the
Yeah.
fact that you've gotten them something. It is. It's very, very wholesome. It's beautiful.
For university, we had our coach who, I think it was like one of his last years or something as being the coach, and as appreciation for his birthday, we'd bought him a PS5.
Whoa.
It was $20 amongst all the players that he'd coached or something like that, or
Yeah.
within the last few years.
Wow.
And that's an he did not expect that.
Yeah.
Hence why it's an unexpected kind gesture.
Mm.
We didn't have to do that, but we did to show our appreciation.
That's awesome.
That is really cool.
Really, really cool.
There's the very simple ones of unintentional compliments, where assuming someone is younger than they are,
Yeah.
for older women
Just
in
saying.
particular.
Yeah.
When someone pays for your order, unexpected kind gesture. Okay, this is more of like a worker position. But when a customer gets something off the shelf and puts it back where it belongs.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
I resonate with that so much because it does my head in. If I go and grab like a Chiquito or a Kit Kat and then I see a Mars bar in that same little box, I'm like, what retard couldn't move this chocolate
yeah, it's really
literally
not
to the
hard.
box right next to it? Like, and then my partner does it as well, and I'm like, go put it back. And she's like, no, I'm just leaving it. No, go put it back, and I'll like kick off at her until she puts it back.
The get home safe text.
Never had it. Must be nice.
I'm gonna message you after this.
That's like a unexpected kind gesture.
Mm.
Make sure you let me know when you get home.
It's easier for you guys to say being in a relationship, but on the single side of life, that doesn't happen too often.
Hey boys, I made it home. Yeah, sick bro.
Didn't ask.
No, I had a good friend that we used to do that to each other, not gonna lie.
That's sweet.
That's
yeah.
cool.
And we used to kiss each other every now and then.
Yeah, I thought so.
Nah,
Just get on my knees as well.
when someone tells you you've gotten taller.
Yeah, I don't get
Never happened.
Really? So obviously we're at an age where we don't have massive growth spurts anymore.
I never had one to begin with.
Just came out of the womb, 5'9".
Yeah, I got told, I saw someone that I hadn't seen for like a few months, and she was like, have you gotten taller? I was like,
Yes.
no, but yes.
I mean, who's measuring? But yes, 10 centimeters within the last month.
It is a nice compliment though.
Yeah. I think like, that made me feel so good. I was
I
like,
get
no, I
it.
haven't, but thanks.
Yeah. I totally get it though. It's like a
Guys want to be taller, so maybe this is only a guy's one.
yeah. Yeah, that's probably a good point. I don't think girls
Girls don't want to be told, oh, you've gone taller.
they want to get told that they look slimmer.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
probably the girl version. Or
Yes.
Women version.
Can I expand on this with what I was
100%.
actually going to talk about? Because
100%.
this somewhat relates. Is when people recognize changes in yourself. Not like the major ones where everyone's like, oh, yeah,
Subtle
you're a
stuff.
complete different person. But like haircuts.
Yes.
Or even if someone hasn't seen you for a while, and I mean, this is one for me, but you've gotten bigger.
Speaking of, nice fade.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking that as well, yeah.
Got it earlier today.
That looks very clean.
But like, I'm also guilty of this, that I don't recognize this in other people. Like, obviously, if you see them day to day, minor
nice.
changes are hard to notice.
Yeah.
If there's a big gap, it's easy to notice. But even still, I notice if I don't see someone for a while and something major has changed with them, sometimes it goes right past me.
Don't feel so bad for that. I think the last 2 years I've tried to really like pinch myself, say, you know what, it's only going to make them feel good. Therefore, just compliment them. Like, in a way, you'll be, like I mentioned before with James Mitchell, like he knows how to make you feel good about yourself. And he was one of the first people I met ever who just would constantly compliment something.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't do it forcefully. He would just do it like naturally. And it
just
made me
come.
feel so good.
I wish I had that in me, though. That's what I mean. Like, again, it just flies over my head, but there are people like that that really do pick up on everything. And
Yeah.
it does make the person feel so good. And the reason I brought this up as well, although I thought about it, is because when I watched your video about bulking and cutting,
Yep.
like, I'd thought I'd never like noticed it when I have seen you, even though I didn't see you too often. I never picked up on that you were doing that, and there was a big change.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because maybe you don't reveal yourself as much or whatnot.
Oh,
But it flew over my head. But then as soon as I saw the video, I was like, holy shit. Like, that's a huge difference. Like, how have I like not recognized that in person?
Yeah, look, I think the difference was majorly under like the torso, like under the t-shirt.
Okay.
Well, at least I tried to make it like that, and then it started affecting my general mental health when it started to come out into my face. That's when I really got insecure.
Yep.
But yeah.
Well, I mean, that's why I sent you that message after I watched
Yeah,
that video.
I
'cause was
appreciate
like,
that as well.
Yeah, I was proud of you. I'm like, just didn't
Thanks, man.
pick up on it in person. I'm like, how am I not?
Yeah. Unintentional compliments.
Yeah, I think I've got a few, like one straight off the top of my head that I actually love doing, especially I'd probably say love in a friend term, not love as in like I want to love you.
Yeah.
But for women, it's just saying like, oh, hey, I haven't seen you, like, you're looking good. Like for them, they know, obviously, like they'll generally know that I have a girlfriend or a partner, and they know I'm not single. But just showing the appreciation, like, oh, hey, like haven't seen you yet, you're looking great. Just for them, it's a little subtle.
An unexpected compliment.
Yeah, it's a compliment, but also they go, oh yeah, shit, like maybe I have been doing a lot. Even if they haven't, since the last time I saw them, they are still looking great.
It does make people feel good
Yeah.
when you're in a relationship and they still compliment you. You're like, I'm not tied on a leash to give out compliments.
Yeah.
Like, just because I'm in a relationship, I'm loyal to that person, but I can still compliment how you look. It's just an observation.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still me at the end of the day.
You're not hitting on them.
No. You know,
There's a very different way to do it.
just before we wrap it up, don't have much time left, but is there anything you would like to add?
This is a very weird personal thing for me, but it's when, maybe not in a retail setting, but like just in an interpersonal setting, when people say have a nice day instead of just like thanks, bye, whatever. Like, especially when I'm at work and a customer says it to me. Like, I say it to customers all the time because that's sort of what you have to do in
Redirect
customer
reaction.
service. Yeah. But like when I'm working and someone doesn't just say thanks, bye, and they say have a nice day, I'm like, I appreciate you a lot more. I don't know why, but I've like noticed people do that like a few years ago, and then I consciously started doing it more
Yeah.
because it just, I don't know, just
Almost
seems-
respectful.
yeah. Bit of a weird one, but
No, it is nice. It is nice. And it's pretty wholesome. It's a pretty wholesome episode today. On that note, I'm running out of storage on my cameras, so got to wrap it up. I appreciate you guys being back on the podcast. Like, I enjoy these quite a lot. I think they're quite
fun.
wholesome.
Yeah, they're awesome.
If you want to get in contact with Zach, he does have his ghost detailing YouTube channel as well. He's uploading a few vlogs.
Yeah, there'll be one today actually.
Yeah?
Well, whenever this comes out, there's one today anyway. So.
And then, as always, you can follow Joe on his Instagram.
yep, you can. All I post is
Oh,
gym
yeah.
stuff. That's all you see.
I appreciate you guys watching the video. Comment down below if there's another topic that you'd like us to talk about. Comment down below any of your answers for the inputs on the topics, and we'll catch you in the next one.